Hello, Lisa here, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my weekly deck reviews. I'm going to be talking to you about the decks that I've been working with this past week and telling you what decks I'm going to be working with next week. So just as a disclaimer, as probably usual, if you hear traffic noises, it's because it's warm here and my window is open. I'm sorry. RIP your ears if you're in headphones and you suddenly get a roaring motorcycle. I'm sorry, but I'm probably too lazy to fix it. Yeah. All right, let's get into what I've been working with this week. 2 decks. So the first deck, this is the tarot deck I've been working with this week, is the gorgeous Revival Art Tarot. This is by Tarocco Studios. This little white book, not awesome. There's nothing about this little white book that I like. Absolutely nothing. So I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. I'm sorry, Tarocco Studios, but first of all, my eyeballs, cannot read this. It's too tiny, way too tiny. This is not helpful. Also, so I didn't even try, to be honest, because ew, like it's just a wall of words and it's so small. I'm sorry if it's out of focus, but yeah. Also, this is an art deck. It's an art deck. It's based on revival art, and the guidebook, or sorry, the little white book, does not have any references to which paintings these are, who the artists are, which I find really disappointing. So I'm just gonna be real frank about that. But other than that, I have to say this deck is gorgeous. It is drop dead beautiful. The cardstock is incredible. It's like, it feels high quality, it's thick, but it's still really flexible. It's been my favorite deck of nearly all time to rifle shuffle or riffle shuffle. I still don't know how you say that properly. It is absolutely stunning. It's smooth, it's buttery matte. I know we think that's silly to call it buttery, but it's so lovely. It's lovely to touch. The images are so evocative of the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings of the cards. It's a beautiful deep read with so much going on in these images that it's very easy to tell a story with them. It's just been an absolute joy to work with this week, and I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. I also have to say aesthetically that the fonts chosen, these like delicate frames that you see, this shows up a little better, around the cards, absolutely gorgeous. It just adds to the feel of the deck. I've seen some people talk about this deck being a little bit darker, which, as I understand it, has to do with the period of art this is taken from, where that art was a little bit darker. I don't find that that bothers me at all. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Love it. No complaints about the deck itself. These are the backings. Focus, there we go. These are the backings. Just beautiful. I love it. Probably this is one of my favorite cards ever for the 6 of Cups. I just love this with the girl on the swing. It's just, you guys, it's beautiful. Okay, hello, I'm over here. Hello. Sorry, I'm looking for my camera to focus. I think it doesn't know where I am now. There I am. Okay, sorry, I'm playing with a new camera and it's a little learning curve. I'm sorry. But this deck has been absolutely amazing to play with. I've enjoyed working with it all week long and no complaints about the deck. I wish it had a better guidebook or little white book or something. Fell down on the job on that. I should point out also that this deck comes in a standard style tuck box. It's not a bad tuck box, I just don't like tuck boxes. And I should also point out that this deck is a little bit bigger than standard. I do not have a reference point for you, but it's very slightly bigger than standard. So there's that. Not by much. It's very easy to handle. It's just that little bit bigger. And that, I actually really like that. I like this size. It feels, you know what? I have a reference point. Hold on. I'm gonna make it happen, you guys. I have a standard size card. It'll be a little spoiler, but we're okay with that. So here is a Revival Art Tarot card, and here is the Light Seers Tarot, which is a standard. So you can see that it is a little bit wider and a little bit taller than a standard size tarot deck. So that is the tarot deck that I've been working with this week. It's the Revival Art. I love it. I recommend it. I feel like it was a little bit pricey, and it was also a little bit slow to receive from Russia, I believe this ship's from, but it was well worth the wait. It is beautiful. See, there's some traffic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Oracle deck that I have been working with this week is the Messages from the Light meditation deck. I love this deck. The artwork is so stunning. No surprises here. I have reviewed this before on my channel, and if I remember, I will put a link to either the walkthrough or a previous weekly deck review up in the cards. But it is absolutely beautiful. I've got to put it in front of my face so that my camera knows what to do, but here we go. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. It's really full of light. It's full of softness. It has a lot of emotion in it. And the images clearly convey the titles or the keywords, depending on how you want to look at that. And there's so much to sink into in every single card. I just really enjoy working with this. I don't see myself ever not enjoying working with this deck. It's just gorgeous. It's a really easy intuitive read because the images are so evocative and colorful. This is one of my favorite images of all time. This breakthrough card with the lotus coming up and just opening. It's just, oh, it's incredible. I just love it. So no complaints there. This is what the backs look like. This is a US Games deck. So it has that sort of kind of stiff feeling cardstock, but it's a really nice cardstock. I don't know what US Games is doing, but they're doing it right because everything they've been putting out, I feel like, has been coming out in such nice quality. I have no complaints about them whatsoever with their decks. This does come in a sturdy 2-piece box, and I haven't edged this deck or done anything like that. The little book that comes with this deck is actually really nice. It has short little messages for every card, but remember that this is intended to be a meditation deck, more so than I think an oracle deck, really. But there even is a little spread in the back. Really nice job with this. I don't use the book a lot, but I do occasionally like to, when I'm doing my journaling, as I did this week, when I pull my daily oracle card, just to read the message, and if any of the message stands out to me, to just write that in my tarot journal. So I really enjoy doing that. So these were both just pure joy to work with this week. Again, no complaints. Let's talk about what I'm going to be working with this coming week. Oh, and the reading cloth. Sorry. This is the reading cloth I have been using. It's got this really cool kind of like whitewashed, worn wood look to it, and I just loved the way this looked behind the cards. I think because the Revival Art Tarot has a much darker feel and darker tone to it, this just contrasted really beautifully, and I loved it. This is the other side, which I kind of love more, but for this particular week, I really liked using that wood-looking background, and I really, really had fun with it. And this is probably one of my favorite reading cloths, so it'll be back again, I'm sure, in the rotation pretty soon. So, the decks I'm going to be working with this week, I'm really excited, in case you didn't know. The Light Seers Tarot. If you have not yet seen the unboxing and flip through that I did of this, I will link that in the cards. Chris and Donnoly, because I could not spot her last name on the box when I first unboxed this deck, but it is there. Chris and Donnoly did a stunningly beautiful job with this deck. Everything production-wise, she knocked out of the park. The box is really nice. It's magnetic. It opens up. Oh, this is the print that came. And you've got a spot where the deck divides in two. It's just a simple little paper thing. I really appreciate that it's not plastic because I can't stand plastic in my cardboard boxes. It just feels icky. But I love this. This is beautiful. The book, I am so excited to dig into, and I cannot wait to tell you my impressions at the end of the week. I'm probably going to be working with this book quite a lot because it is very juicy, and I love me a juicy guidebook. That probably sounds dirty, but I love it, so I'm really excited. I've already selected a matching Peggy bag for this deck because it is beauty-muss. My deck is still in order, but this is what the backs look like. I cannot even with these edges. Deck creators, give us more of this. More colorful edges, more contrast, more all of this. This is so good. Chris Ann, you did such an amazing job. Again, you can see more of these cards in much better focus on my walkthrough flip through because my camera is trying to focus on my face for this video, so it's not going to do a great job. But guys, these are, come on, you can do it. There you go. They're beautiful. They really, really are beautiful. So I am excited to work with these. I'm so excited. So excited. I know I say that a lot on my channel. I truly mean it. Because I get excited a lot, you guys. Anyways, this is what I'm working with tarot-wise. Oracle-wise, I am going to be working with a deck for wonder walking. This deck is also very beautiful. I have filmed a flip through of this deck. It opens up like this in the box. I have filmed a flip through and an unboxing of this deck, but it is not on my channel yet. It should be going up this week, so you'll get to see my impressions. It is really dreamy. Come on, focus. There we go. It's really dreamy watercolor art. It's landscape. And it's so pretty. It's got a rose petal finish on the front, a matte finish on the backs of the cards. But I will let you know more about how I feel about working with these. They do have a keyword on the bottom, which can sometimes be hard to read, and I actually really like that. I'm going to try working with this deck a couple different ways. So the creator of this deck really did intend this deck to be used for what she calls wonder walks, which is going out into the world and noticing things in a more mindful way. So my hope is that I'm going to pull this card kind of like a card of the day for myself, one a day throughout the week. And I'm going to do two things. I'm going to pay attention to any intuitive hits I get off of what that card is trying to tell me for the day. But I'm also going to try to pull that card into how I observe the rest of the world. So for example, this card here says Synthesia. I don't know what that means, you guys. So this card says Synthesia. And in the neat little fold-out book for Synthesia, it says, hopefully I'm saying that right. Let's just find it, because I know this is how it's intended. Humor me. Here we go. Synthesia is the practice of merging your senses. Can you relate two senses today? So there's kind of like a prompt, and it feels very much like a mindfulness or like a meditative prompt for the day. So that is how I intend to work with it. I will let you guys know how that works out and how I feel about that. If I feel that this deck works only for that, or if I feel like it worked well as an oracle deck as well. And I will give you all of that good feedback at the end of the week. So I'm really excited, but look at the Peggy bag match. Is that not perfect? I was so happy. I totally snagged from her most recent stack of stuff that she was putting up on her shop, and she was like, Lisa, she makes a new batch of bags, and I'm like, oh, I can help. I'll help take product photos, and then I can like pull out the things that I want. Yes, I'm just that mercenary. Anyways, that is it. The reading cloth I'm going to be working with this week has this on one side and these beautiful butterflies on the other side, and I'm very sorry, but there is no more of this fabric. At least I'm pretty sure. I know we were able to find a very small bit more for one order recently, but I think that was it. Anyway, it's all mine. It's mine. It's mine. And I'm going to play with it this week behind those cards because I think it'll go really well, especially with the tones in both decks. And I have this really nice kind of black and silver, or black and white, yeah, black and silver background to use as well. So that is what I'm working with this week. I will see you all again in next week's weekly deck reviews. Thank you for hanging out with me. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and I will see you all again very soon.